Well, hello YouTube, here we are. We have ourselves a start to another vlogging day. The day for me has been going for, well, a few hours now. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, not 100% sure where I was in the vlog things last time I vlogged, but I guess it is what it is given the situation. I believe I told you about the family member that was in medical distress kind of a thing, and some of the situation. Well, of course, the outcome was a little bit of a different outcome than we all had hoped for. Some of us had hoped for, well, a little bit more of a pleasanter outcome, meaning that the family member would still be around for a few more years. However, the family member's wishes were met, and he slipped away quietly and peacefully, feeling no pain in his sleep, so therefore it is most definitely a good thing. So of course I got some arrangements to make, a bunch of phone calls to make, paperwork to do, getting things going for all that. And of course we'll have to see the direction that that goes. If you follow the person's wishes, then it should all go good. Hoping that everything works out in terms of all the other influences and opinions in the picture, but ultimately it comes down to the wishes of, well, the person, right? So of course, like I said, I gotta take care of all that. Been in town for whatever it's been, only about a half hour in total, and I've already got an appointment to meet with somebody to get, if you want to say, the ball rolling. And given it's Thanksgiving weekend, I probably have to wait until Tuesday or so next week to get some of the phone calls and that done. There will be several to make, paperwork to email or fax away, so the next little while could be interesting for all the vlogging side of things. Given my experience or experiences that I'm going through, I might make a little bit of a tutorial type of video on the process, maybe on paperwork and people to call, things like that, meaning if somebody else goes through the same situation, they do have a reference to go off of. I know each person's situation can be different, especially when there's other siblings that you're going to have to deal with, or other family members, or maybe the person died or passed away, plain and simple, without a will. And all that, right? So I'll probably do a little something just to show the process and all that, and I imagine this will be one of the many phone calls and meetings, and take it on from there. Well, we did get our first apparent snowfall here overnight, or the day before. As you see by the Silverado's windshield, it is got some snow on it, so therefore, well, it must have snowed somewhere. And upon the drive home from Edmonton, there was a lot of snow on the road, like lumps that have fallen off of semis, and vehicles were covered in snow that were passing us and or driving toward us. So there was definite snow in Saskatchewan or even in Alberta. So we're getting in that kind of our time of year where we'll get that kind of things. So of course I'm going to probably get prepared to head on out here, come on home, see how things are going, maybe a few more phone calls. One of these days I'm going to have to fire up the whole YouTube thing and see where I am. I know I'm totally behind on videos and such, but hey, given the circumstances, it is what it is. So of course, guys, gonna go in, see what's the what, and well, we'll probably see y'all later. A little bit of a closing update. I know I already didn't do any check-ins in between, but hey, it's par for the course for the day. Getting back into the vlogging thing, getting other things took care of, and well, it is what it is. So of course, as per my beginning of this here vlog, I met with the funeral people, got things going there. I forget what the fancy name for those kind of people are, but the person that passed away had strict instructions on certain things. And some things, of course, are outdated, meaning that the names have changed or so, but you know, other companies like that are still around. And the funeral place name is going through a change. However, it still essentially is the same people. They're just actually expanding and, you know, kind of moving, if you want to call her that. One of the things my dad wanted was to have his last ride, per se, on the back of a tow truck. Because, of course, he did tow truck driving and auto body for a lot of years, like up until he got sick. However, the tow truck company that he had a gentleman's handshake agreement with has sold up. The guy that owned it has partially retired. He still owns a very successful auto body shop in this town. However, most of his tow trucks are gone that had the company name on them, and I believe he still has a deck truck and a wrecker, per se. Maybe I could talk to him when things come to it here and see if he'll honor, per se, the agreement. I may have to, because there's no casket, I may have to have the Silverado towed out to the cemetery with Dad, kind of, if you want to say, in the passenger seat or driver's seat, because it might be a little odd otherwise, but it'll all work out. One thing I will tell you is sure, a lot of paperwork involved. Sure, a lot of rigmarole, ins and outs. You know, forms you gotta fax, email, send away. Everything needs proof of death, certificate, you know, if you want to say, and all that to close everything out. And the executor of the estate, you know, has certain powers or certain things that he has to do, or they have to do, whoever it may be. And there's always differences of opinions that come about. With me, I guess you could say I'm lucky because I'm the only child, where some families have multiple brothers and sisters that sometimes have very differences of opinion, that sometimes don't respect the deceased's wishes, right? So of course, that's all in motion. We'll know in the next few days after Thanksgiving how things are going to proceed further. There's a few things that, well, Dad's wanting to get done before he wants to be officially laid to rest, which I think would be good to do. And then, well, it is what it is. But pretty much, guys, are going to go in, get the old YouTube thing underway, try to get things thumbnailed and scheduled, and maybe we can get a fresh video coming up here, and well, get the old channel going again instead of being well, on hold like everything was for the last couple of weeks. And I thank you all for coming along on this here vlog, being patient during this here days. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.